So, so it's just making me laugh. I've not done one before. So the first thing I want to talk you through is this idea about epic poetry. And we're talking ancient Greek texts. We're talking more than 2,000 years old. And you might know the Odyssey or the Iliad or have heard of them. And here are the characteristics. You can get it anytime by just Googling features of epic poetry, sometimes called heroic poetry. I'm sure there's a difference, I don't know. But look, the hero is outstanding. They might be important historically or legendarily significant. And I'm suggesting to you that Tam O'Shanter is, if it was ordinary, I would tell you a piss take of epic poetry, but I can't say that. You can't write that. We have to say that it's a satire, or the joke of the poem is that Tam O'Shanter is like an epic poem, but he's not really outstanding or important. It's got lots of the features of it, but it subverts them, and some of the humor comes from that. The setting is large, covers many nations or the known world. So we've got from Ayr to Alloway in hour one. The action is made of deeds of great valor requiring superhuman courage. You can see what Robbie Burns was doing there. He was like, you can see that in it, but it's not really. Is this making sense? Yeah. Supernatural forces, yes, we've got them. In the ancient Greek texts, it would have been gods and goddesses directing the action. Not in this poem, though. It's written in verse. Yeah. The poet tries to remain objective. Don't forget that. Right. The first four are the best ones to say. It's normally got a big journey. Where's the journey? A big journey that you have this trial and this tribulation, and there's a giant, there's some people with one eye over there, you go through lots of trials on your journey, and I don't know why that's not on there. Am I missing it? No. Right. So that's just so you know. It's worth a half line, maybe up to a half paragraph in an essay that Tam is, it's a way of belittling him almost, that he's the hero of this epic, but it's not very epic and he's not very heroic. So it's a nod to epic poetry. So we've done that now. Turn it off, Georgina. Thank you. I don't need those anymore. So let's go to the actual poem. I've lost it. I've lost the poem. Oh, you up? Maybe I never had it up. Right, wait there while I find the poem. It's in here. And I'm going to say things and you write them alongside. I can't see why I can't zoom in. I can't. Oh, there it is. It was underneath that other thing. There we go. Right, just wait till I find it. Here we go. So the three areas that I want you to write about, sorry about this, there it is. The three areas that I want to make sure you know about, and I might not get them all done in my 15 minutes. I'm going to stop after 10 anyway, because that's long enough for any video. Sorry. Oh yeah, I'm going for 5 now. I want to talk, I've done that one, the heroic and the mock epic, that's done. I also want to talk about the misogyny of it and the misogyny and which is about the narrators, and I want to talk about the anti-drink warning. And I don't know if you can hear Kate. It'll remind you of all your lessons if you can. So here we go. At the beginning of the poem, the narrator is saying, oh, you know what it's like. It's at the end of the day when the peddler people leave the streets and thirsty neighbours, as in people who want to drink, meet their neighbours, and the market days are at the end, and we sit boozing strong ale. So what I'm saying to you is, I think that was you, Malachy, not me. Anyway, We sit boozing strong. Now, who are we? So if this was a normal lesson, I'd make someone answer. We are us type of people. So the narrator is one of us, and we're men, and we're working class men, or we're ordinary men. We're not rich, because women don't go drinking, and they don't go to those bars, those pubs after work or anything. So he's establishing this sort of cozy male bond. We sit boozing strong ale. So I'll come on to that. And then he says, we don't think about all the long Scots miles that lie between us and our home. I don't know if you can see the highlighting on the video. Where sits our sulky, solemn dame? So we are someone who's got a wife at home who's naggy and is annoyed at us for not coming back. So we are the men, and ha, 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 there are all these naggy women waiting for us. And I felt really strange when I was doing the poem in my own words. I'd say, you know what it's like when your wife's at home, and we don't really, a lot of us, well, any of us here. So it's assuming a male narrator and assuming a wife at home, and it's kind of, some people might say it's othering the women. If you want to enjoy this poem, you've got to be an honorary man listening to it. So, yeah, I know what it's like. Well, I haven't got one, but yeah, I know what it's like. It's that cozy world and excluding women in it. So here then he tells us, I've got my honest tam o'shanter. He's in Ayr. And then the narrator claims to be on the wife's side. Oh, Tam, had you been but wise as to have taken your own wife Kate's advice, she told you well you were a waster. This is a great line to learn off by heart because it sounds nice. A blethering, blustering, drunken blellum. That is a great line. I'm suggesting he's not really on the wife's side. He's kind of joining in the telling of, oh, I bet you listened. I bet you wish you'd listened. It's part of the we're in this joke together and she's on the outside humor. Does anyone have, well, I'll ask you later. Does that make sense? Don't nod at me if it doesn't. Are you sure? Yeah. So, you should have listened to your wife, but really we'd rather be in this pub drinking together. So it's assuming a male narrator, a male audience with naggy wives and pretending. So here he talks to the ladies. Oh, it makes me cry to think how many counsels sweet, how much long and wise advice the husband from the wife despises. It's a kind of over polite in joke. Oh yes, we've got to tell them they're very important, but of course we'd rather be the one sitting in the pub being a bit naughty. So I would rather be in the Tam Club than the wife club. Did you just nod, Neve? Or was it an accident? Oh, great, thanks, that's helped. So I think, 8:52, I've got a little bit of time. So he goes on to the market night and they're having lots of drinks and enjoying themselves. And then he's got to go home. So we're into the middle of page 19. And this is all part of the epic that he's off on his journey, except he's drunk and it's the horse that knows where to go. And he races everywhere. And we've got the journey here at the bottom of page 19. And the journey is hilarious. What can you see on it? Oh, there's where he broke his neck. Oh, there's where the murdered child was. Oh, there's where she hung herself. It's got these it's an outrageously eventful journey, as in the things that have happened along it are exaggerated. And he gets to Alloway's church. And that will be video 2. Wait, stop.